You can tell by the way I walk that I got. Yeah. Be any girl that I wanna. I can tell by the way you walk that you a problem. You a problem. Be any girl that I wanna.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Taco Talk Tuesday. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Yeah.
Good. All right, welcome. We got two new panelists sitting here tonight joining us. You guys go ahead and introduce yourselves. Ladies first.
Oh, hi, I'm Erica Thompson. What it do, booze?
And I'm Jody Jacobs. What's going on?
And at the end.
I'm not doing. As always.
All right. So, how was everybody's weekend? Anybody do anything?
I worked.
It was cool. I never know what the hell I did.
I had the same thing.
Saturday,
Did I drink?
Friday.
That's why you forget what you
Yeah.
did.
Erica, how about your weekend?
Go for it.
It was wild.
What the hell happened this
Really?
Yeah.
Anything interesting?
I can't tell.
Oh, she said she can't tell. Oh, one of those.
Secret.
Jody, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I just kind of like chilled out. I didn't do much. You know, a couple of drinks here and there, but yeah.
A couple drinks here and there. That's
Yeah.
all.
I did go see Aretha at some point.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know if it was this weekend though, but I did get to see Aretha Franklin, which was cool because she's one of those people you need to see before she dies or before you die. Because you know she was on her deathbed like 5 years ago.
No.
They thought you remember it was like all the reports they were like Aretha only has a week
Yeah.
left, and
Oh,
then
they
all of a
did say
sudden
that.
she was better. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's like I went to see her and I wasn't impressed, and it was
You were not
Word
impressed
said
with
you
the
were
she
not
good.
Franklin?
She was good, but it was like
But it's this wasn't.
this ain't
Bree,
old school.
you know.
It was like she came out there, then she got tired, and so she left the stage for a little bit. Then she
Oh,
came back.
no.
She did "Ain't No Way," which is my song, but it wasn't that great. And then she did a couple covers. She did like a Destiny's Child cover and something
And
else.
see, Rishi, one of those. She's gonna refuse to do a dub track. She's not gonna like have
Right.
a vocal
Nah.
playing for her.
And then she didn't have Sissy with her, the whole background.
Dang it.
So it's like,
Me, what did I do? I went to NorCal this weekend. I was in Big Sur doing some location scouting, and then I was in San Fran with a couple of friends that happened to be up there. Had a great time. Hey, Cassidy! Shout out to Cassidy. Thank you for hosting us this weekend. All right, so you guys know how we do it. Everybody grab your shot glass. We start things off with a shot here. Cheers.
Ching.
Cheers.
Erica
Ching,
is the
ching,
sober one at the table. Her
I
drink
am.
is non-alcoholic. All right, let's go.
I'm always late for the food.
Oh,
That
that
was
was
Hair
probably
on
the
your chest.
best
Mhm,
shot
got that
that we've
thing out.
had.
Probably.
good
That
for
might have been the
drink.
best shot that we've had here in YC, y'all.
That was light.
Yeah. All right, so jumping right into Hot
Do
Topics,
it.
you guys. It's a lot going on, a lot we got to get through, so we're going to try to handle this with care, but still get to the point. So, first thing going on, over the weekend was the one-year anniversary of the shooting of Mike Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. Thousands of protesters, they gathered in Ferguson to celebrate Michael Brown's life. Unfortunately, by Sunday evening, what was supposed to be meant as a, peaceful protest, things kind of got out of hand in Missouri. The state, they issued state of emergency there. If you remember Darren Wilson, who was the officer that shot Mike Brown last year, the state grand jury, they cleared him in November of Mike Brown's death. Well, Brown's father, he asked protesters to observe a 4.5 minute period of silence to represent the time that Mike Brown was laid dead on the ground. Over 50 protesters were arrested over the weekend period, including into Monday, including Dr. Cornel West. He was one that was arrested, and there's been one victim that's been shot. Not dead, but shot. His name is Tyrone Harris. It said that he was shot, and he was seriously injured, but as of Monday, he was just undergoing surgery. What do you guys think about it?
Definitely don't think that shooting is going to help the situation, that's for sure. But I'm happy that he's alive and he's able to tell his actual truth about what happened.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, like I was in Ferguson last year. About this time, I guess, I went like 3 days after the shooting happened. And just to know that people are still invested and still going down there, I guess that feels really good. But I think more needs to happen because every week since Ferguson happened, like we just said, that every week it seems we're talking about another dead black person. And the marches aren't working, the protests aren't working, the candlelight vigils aren't working, and we all know my approach. I think we just need to go out there and get revenge on all the police officers. But I think something needs to happen down there. Like I don't know if we're going to talk about this today, but There was a cop who was pistol whipped the other day. Did you see that?
No.
Okay, so we're not gonna talk about that. So I'll talk about it. There was a cop, pulled this guy over. He was a detective. Pulled this guy over. The guy grabbed the detective's gun and pistol whipped him, like with his own gun, and then took a picture of him. Was like, I beat his bitch ass on the sidewalk, something like that. And of course, the guy's in jail now for attempted murder. But I'm like, if the cop would have beat him, then it would have been a justified beating. But now it's attempted murder because a black man beat a cop who was probably about to kill him. So we need to do something more. Cornel West being arrested, that's just something that he does every time he goes to a protest so he can. I mean, I'm all for Cornel. I'm on his side. I love him dearly. But it's just something he does. It really means nothing. We need to do more.
They were out there chanting. They were chanting "No justice, no peace," and the people united shall never be defeated. While they were out there,
yeah, that's what we've been saying that since the '60s. So we need to get guns. Like a lot of these states are starting to open carry.
They are
permits, and I hope every black person in these states open carries. I hope they all get a gun.
But carrying, how will that help the situation? Giving more people guns?
Because it was like the same way it helped when the Panthers had guns. When they showed up at the state capitol building with guns, everybody got scared, and then that's when everything started changing.
But what about when we turn the guns on each other and not the cops?
That's
so I don't
something to
even
worry
really know
about.
if more guns are necessarily recommended. I don't think that's the way to go.
I hear you.
I don't think that's probably going to be the answer. Because
Maybe. I mean, but see, I think maybe y'all are right, but we don't know. So I'm willing to try.
I'm not with you know what? Like, I'm not with giving more people guns. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jody.
Well, no, I was just going to say they're going to find a way to systematically make sure that we don't get guns.
We don't get guns.
But the thing is, like, I know a lot of gun owners, and the thing about owning a gun legally versus illegally, everyone I know that legally owns a gun knows how to properly use a gun.
I mean, it's not to say that they don't.
and they are not irresponsible people.
But
the people
the
y'all
thing
are
is,
talking
no,
about
no,
that you
no.
can give a gun
Even
to.
with that, my
I
thing
got a lot
is-
of friends I wouldn't give a gun
No,
to.
my thing is
but I know that they
accidents
can handle a
happen.
gun.
Accidents happen.
True.
That is my
true.
point. That's
Yeah.
my thing. You can give a responsible
producer got
person
a
a
gun.
gun. But again, accidents happen. That gun ain't coming in Taco Talk Tuesday.
Right.
But you guys, so in staying with that, so one thing with everything that's happened, you know, between the all the killings that's been going on, a lot of people have been turning to celebrities, wondering their perspective, their point of view. Some have been outspoken, some have not been. Well, this weekend on Sunday, Beyonce, she actually did a post to her Facebook page. She posted this photo with the quote on Mike Brown saying, "Today we will honor you and continue to fight for society, to respect the humanity of all people. You are forever in our hearts."
She ain't right there.
Mike Brown.
She wrote it.
But you know what? Even if
So cruel.
even if she didn't, she did post it.
Okay.
Now, Beyonce, from that, of course, she was met with a lot of praise, as you can imagine, from African Americans. You
It's
know
too late.
those.
I'm dying.
But she was also met with a lot of just hate on there. Like one of the quotes said, "You do realize he punched a cop in the face, right? Also, he had more convictions for him for battery, assault, etc. Right?" Then someone else said, "I love how I see posts remembering a guy who attacked a police officer. The officer was proven innocent in the court of law, and the evidence was there for this. I see one guy get killed by the police when the police were following training." What do you guys think?
I mean, I'm happy she spoke up. You know, we're talking about how celebrities never lend their voice. They never, have a cause, and she used her platform for good. So, I mean, I think it's good. She didn't have to do it, so I'm happy she did it.
It's too late for me.
It's a step in the right direction. I mean, she didn't even put the hashtag Black Lives Matter. I think that would have, symbolized.
But because she wants
She
to
made it real
focus.
generic. She made it.
That's my point. It's just
She
like
made it
it's
good
so
enough. She made it
generic.
good enough. Like, I'm saying something, but she really ain't say shit with it.
True.
But
Like, she could've put any dead person
also
up there.
She was no.
She
But
probably
also
didn't
she
even
was
know
trying
who
to
it was.
focus
She's like,
on
oh,
Mike
yeah,
Brown.
yeah.
It was the anniversary of Mike Brown. I mean, not to shortchange anyone else that has been killed, which
Yeah.
encompasses Black Lives Matter. But this specific one was to single out Mike Brown.
But this is when. But
But he's
Mike
black
Brown is
and his
where-
life matters.
But Mike Brown is where Black Lives Matter was born out of. So she should have put that. Like,
Was it Mike Brown? I thought it was after.
no, it was him.
With the okay.
You saying it was before him?
No, I thought it
Or
was
after?
the cigarette shoot. It's been so many names.
Oh no, that was I Can't
Been a
Breathe.
lot.
I Can't Breathe. Okay.
No, Black Lives Matter came out of the Mike Brown situation, and so
I
like
just
she
feel like-
put enough. She put enough. It's basically like a C student. She did enough to get by, but not
Listen,
enough.
no,
Not
no,
enough
you
to
can't.
pass.
You,
I just
no.
feel like
Fuck
a lot of
Beyonce.
times
I have to
there
agree
are
with that.
issues so her using her platform may have enlightened someone who didn't even know about the situation in the first
I'm telling
place.
you,
Everybody know.
We need to
They
stop.
don't. Some people are totally clueless.
No.
Some people don't even feel like it's an issue. So for her to do that, I feel like
She don't know.
some people probably learned some more. You know, like did some research. Like, oh, these really are issues. You know, that's how. I
Maybe
feel.
they did. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm
Maybe.
with,
That's a stretch.
Because some people learn from social media. So literally, because Beyonce put something up,
I mean, she's one of the
they're
biggest,
like, oh, this
biggest
happened?
celebrities in the world. So
Maybe minorities, like we know, but
Well,
maybe some of her white fans got information
In
about
100 years,
her posting it.
they're gonna say she was a white woman.
all right.
I would feel better about it, like if she was down there. Who was down there? What? J. Cole? Didn't he go down there?
J. Cole,
To Ferguson?
You know, if she was on the grounds,
Yeah.
that would make more sense to me. You know.
But so, okay, when would that ever be? When will it ever be enough? So she needs to actually physically go down there, be at the site, like her actually saying something, at least
No,
acknowledging
my
it.
thing
That's
is,
just not enough.
Acknowledge it.
Yeah.
She didn't acknowledge. That's not
She
an
did
acknowledgement
acknowledge
to
it.
them.
She did acknowledge
And
it.
that's a year later. She should have been said something. Like, I think we need to stop supporting these artists who are scared to say that our lives matter.
Well, they
We're
did say
supporting all these
something
black-
when it happened initially. They
supporting-
did say something. They were there. Her and Jay-Z were there.
We're supporting like all these artists who are scared to tweet, write something, and every time they write something, they'll delete it because their agent calls and says, "Oh, this is going to fuck up your money." Fuck that.
And
we
again,
need to stop supporting
okay,
them.
so maybe that's what her agent, PR person, or somebody was saying, and she finally
Don't
said,
put
"You know
Black
what?
Lives Matter."
I'm going to
No,
put
'cause-
this on there."
because she didn't put black. Like she didn't put Black
I
Lives Matter.
get that, but
And
I
so
just
it
kinda
was
see
enough to
as,
get- it was enough to
I see
get
it was
by. Like,
Mike,
anybody
it was Mike
could've put
Brown's.
that.
Unfortunately, it's been so many people killed, but this was Mike Brown's memorial, his anniversary. So putting hashtag Mike Brown, I don't see an issue with that. I'm not mad that she didn't put Black Lives Matter.
But she
All right.
does have a commercial with Bono and a whole bunch of other white people.
All right,
doing,
so moving along, y'all. Next topic. Unfortunately, here we go again. So Christian Taylor, unarmed, 19-year-old, shot and killed by the police. So Friday around 1 a.m., a police officer in suburban Dallas shot and killed college football player during a struggle after the unarmed college sophomore crashed through the front window of a car dealership. The medical examiner's office identified the dead man as Christian Taylor of Arlington, Texas. Taylor was a sophomore at Angelo State University in San Angelo. Officers were responding to a burglary call around 1 a.m. on Friday. The police officer identified as Brad Miller, 49-year-old who has been with the department since last September and who has been working under the supervision of a training officer. The statement said Miller had no prior experience before joining Arlington Police Force.
He should have been arrested, but he shouldn't have been killed. And the officer was fired. Did you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the officers, I mean, it's just another, I mean, I really have
But
nothing
there were
else to say
two
about it.
officers involved.
Like, I saw a quote the other day that said, it takes lawyers 7 years to learn the law, and we expect officers to learn it in 6 months. And so, like, it's one of those situations, like, I don't trust any police officer.
Yeah, but
A cop pulled me over, I'm calling the police. That's my situation. Because it's stupid. Like, if they had him for a burglary, they should have arrested him, but being killed, it's because he was black.
And you know what? The issue is because as I was reading the story, there were 4 shots fired. Obviously, Christian ended up dead, but also there was a taser. The taser was released, so they noticed that, but there were no cameras to capture in what order things sort of happened. So we don't know, but there is video that was released of the night. Here's Christian.
Footage shows Taylor kicking in the windshield of a car on the lot, pulling up the remaining glass, and then attempting to get into the vehicle. He then gets back into his own SUV and proceeds to drive it into the front window of the dealership. The video, which has been edited, shows police arriving to the scene, but does not show the sequence of events that led to the death of the young athlete. The footage shows Taylor
I just don't understand, why is it shoot to kill? All right, you're doing something you're not supposed to, shoot him in the leg.
Well, black
Yeah.
people are beasts.
True.
We're animals.
Oh, yeah, we did come
You
from
know how it
monkeys,
was.
huh?
Right. That's how they feel about it. White people pulling guns out at the Klan rallies on the police officer, and the police officer standing there like, wait, no. They come back alive. You got open carry people. They are alive. We got black people that ain't got no weapon.
Right.
They just walk toward the police and now they dead. Because it's racist. In Texas, I'm trying to tell you.
Well, his father released a statement saying, what he's done ain't no way right, but to shoot an unarmed man, you're a police officer, you're trained to take down men with your hands, you have tasers, you have clubs, whatever there is, unarmed, a 19-year-old, and you shoot to kill.
Yeah.
It's sad. I mean, it's another.
They killed a 4-year-old in Detroit. It's just the way it is.
Is that just the way it is?
Yeah, I don't want
You gotta leave. You gotta. I'm telling you, that's why you have to shoot back. Like I'm telling you, you just gotta shoot back. Get a gun. Kill these
Alright.
police officers.
Well, y'all, also over the weekend, so Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, he headed up to Seattle for 2 events, one of which never happened because as he was getting ready to take the stage, he was interrupted by some young ladies from they're calling it the Black Lives Matter chapter of Seattle. Right, we have some of the footage here. Take a look at.
Cities in the United States of America.
Bernie left the stage. He stood feet away, chatting with his wife and the 3 aides that came to Seattle with him. Sanders' aides and the senator had no plans of leaving during the protest, but once Johnson did not appear willing to give up the mic, after the moment of silence, organizers effectively shut down the rally.
Yeah, I just think it was a protest gone wrong. Like, you need to research. If you're going to protest, you need to know who's speaking, what they're talking about before you interrupt. Because you turned a good situation of protest into something stupid.
Well,
So-
my question is the Black Lives Matter movement, and this was actually a question that was on our Facebook. What is the leadership? What is the structure? Like, what is, because, like, you know, they referenced it as the Black Lives Matter chapter in Seattle. So who's in charge? Who's giving instructions?
I don't
like-
even think it's organized
Nobody.
that way.
So that's
I think
why
they just-
I'm just very curious to
Seattle's so
know.
removed from the rest of the world. I think they just started some shit.
I just
They the alpha
I
chapter
don't
of
know
Black
how
Lives
they got
Matter.
up there
Like,
on the stage though. Like there was no security around. Like
you know they all.
I bet you gonna have some now.
Right, they definitely will have some
and
now.
then they were not a good representation. I mean, she had like the random braids and the color. It's like, what are y'all doing? Y'all like about to go to a hip hop concert. Like, how can we really
Right,
take you
right.
serious? Like, if
Yeah.
you're gonna protest,
I mean,
you need
yeah.
to be the part. You need to look the part.
I think
That's all.
I think they should have waited at least for Bernie to start and see how maybe. I mean, he's running for president. He has a lot of good activists backing him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they should have at least heard what he had to say, and then see if they could work with him maybe. Because now, like, if I was Bernie, I wouldn't want to work with the Black Lives Matter chapter of Seattle.
Chapter of Seattle or organize the movement as a whole.
No, Seattle. Because like again, I don't think it's a real organization. I just think it's people who are activists, and I mean it's definitely a movement. But this chapter thing, I don't know.
Right.
Probably like the Washington University chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho,
Oh,
trying to get the numbers up. So I'm just kidding. I'm just
Alright,
kidding.
well,
I'm just kidding.
Man.
Bernie Sanders, he
That's
then
fucked up.
had a he then came to LA actually yesterday, and he had held a rally here, which over 27,000 people actually attended. He talked about criminal justice reform, income inequality, and immigration. He rallied against Wall Street greed and laid out his plan to raise the federal minimum wage and make public university tuition free.
And I'm voting for anybody that's making education free, and maybe for giving student loans.
please.
You can be racist, you can be whatever else you want to be. If you can give me student loans, I'm voting for you. Bernie. I'm on Team Bernie. I get the emails actually.
For
So,
Bernie Sanders?
Bernie Sanders. I'm on Team Bernie.
Oh,
I was Team Hillary for a while, but I don't know.
Where is Hillary at? Because Bernie, he's out here trying to win.
She going to the
Bernie's
state of
73
Texas.
years old, and he's out here trying to win.
He is. Hillary. I don't know where Hillary is.
Yeah.
Apparently some emails got leaked, and so Hillary might be withdrawn. I don't know.
All right, y'all. So in politics, our favorite Republican candidate, Donald Trump, he is in the news for. Did you guys watch the GOP debates last week?
I missed him.
I saw some of the highlights.
It was hilarious. Donald Trump, he showed up. He showed out exactly what you expected from him. But now he's saying, I keep whining and whining until I win. So Donald Trump, he says, I do whine because I want to win, and I'm not happy about not whining, and I am a whiner, and I keep whining and whining until I win. This is what Trump told CNN on Tuesday, but he is also under fire because he did an interview with Don Lemon, as to which he was referring to Fox News reporter Megyn Kelly. It seemed as though he was talking about her menstrual cycle, but we got a clip of the interview.
seen it.
We'll play it and come back and talk about it.
don't respect her as a journalist. I have no respect for her. I don't think she's very good. I think she's highly overrated. So I have, she gets out and she starts asking me all sorts of ridiculous questions. And, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever. But she was, in my opinion, she was off base. Well, I just don't.
All right, so it looked like she was bleeding from her eyes, like she was bleeding from everywhere, pretty much. And so
that was major shade, but it's cool. It's fine.
I'm here for
I
that.
didn't take it as shade.
Period,
Like,
not on a period. She don't like him. Most people don't like him. It's a joke that he's running, and I don't. Really
him
care
saying
to
she
talk
had
about
blood in her eyes, I didn't take that as shade.
Yeah.
But when he said blood from wherever or everywhere, that's where it was like,
He's not going to win.
I don't know. I think he might have a little bit of a chance.
You think so?
One thing I respect about
I don't
Donald
think
Trump
so.
is he says what he means and means what he says, even though actually he might not even believe what he says.
I'm sure it's all for shock value, and you might be right. I think he does have a chance to win the Republican nomination.
Yeah.
really,
overall,
Republicans
like,
hate
really?
him.
No, but he has quite a bit of. He's
He's
leading
not
in the
gonna win.
He's
polls.
leading in the polls, but
because it's entertainment.
All of the
Because
major
entertainment.
Not
I
because
think
it's
right
gonna win.
now,
No.
while there's still
Like,
so
no.
many candidates, but when it actually comes
Ronald
down to it, they're
Reagan
not
won.
going to make him their.
No,
Ronald
I
Reagan
don't
won.
know.
way. Absolutely not.
I don't know. Ronald Reagan won. He was an actor.
Absolutely not.
Well, Megan, she responded to his statement saying, "I've decided not to respond to the comments. Mr. Trump's an interesting man who's captured the attention of the electorate. That's why he's leading in the polls. Trump, who is the front runner, will not apologize, and I certainly will not apologize for doing good journalism. So I'll continue doing my job without fear or favor. And Mr. Trump, I expect, will continue with what has been a successful campaign thus far."
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for Donald Trump. I'm here for the antics, for the comedy and the entertainment.
Oh, it's so
That's
entertaining.
I love it.
comedy,
It's
yeah.
very
That's what it
entertaining.
is. That's what it is. And
I
as far as
think
him
he may
whining,
be a
like
comedian after this.
he owns
It's a joke.
like I know there was his house back home, and he bought the house right next to it that you have to ride past to get to the house that was for sale. The house that was for sale was $16 million. So Donald bought the house before it, wouldn't cut the grass, didn't take care of the land or anything, because he said that if he didn't do it, it would bring the property value of the house next to it down, and he would buy it once it got to $1 million, and that's what he did. So he's definitely an asshole. He's a whiner, but he gets it done. He has a strategy, and if he wins, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's not gonna-
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? She started it though. Like when she asked the question during the debate, who may or may not, go to, if they don't get the nomination.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
would
he
who
was
would
honest.
run on the
He
third
was
party?
honest. He said,
he was
"I'm not
honest,
gonna
and
give any of these
she
motherfuckers
strategically
any
gave it
money."
him. So then when he finished it, and now she's like crying wolf. It's just like, get over yourself.
Don't be mad. Journalists on some other shit.
Yeah.
It is. All right, y'all. So switching gears. So Miley Cyrus, she's in the news. She recently did an interview with Marie Claire. I know it's so
What's she
different,
been?
right? Right. So Miley Cyrus, she did an interview with Marie Claire magazine, in which she says that if she's a bad role model, then so are people like Kendrick Lamar and Taylor Swift. In reference to Taylor's Bad Blood video, she said, "I don't get the violence revenge thing. That's supposed to be a good example. And I'm a bad role model because I'm running around with my titties out. I'm not sure how titties are worse than guns." And in regards to Kendrick Lamar, she said, "There's so much sexism, ageism, you name it. Kendrick Lamar sings about LSD and he's cool. I do it and I'm a druggy whore." What do you think about Miley's comments?
Okay, well, if she's going to embrace the urban culture, then she should know that rule number one is you don't snitch. Why is she talking about the next person?
It's called dry snitch.
Like,
Come on with it. Yeah.
Like,
Dry
for what? She's about to host an AMA. She's trying to get press and, cause this drama because Taylor's nominated and Kendrick's nominated. I'm pretty sure at the show they'll all be performing together, so it's BS. Like, she talks about what she does because she wants people to say that she's risque. Nobody talks about Miley Cyrus. She's the one who talks about what she does, so she needs to relax.
They
and
talk
just
about
host the
Miley
show.
Cyrus. They just
They
kinda
haven't
like she's-
been.
they
That's
haven't
why
'cause
she's doing that now.
She's not well, maybe she's promoting something now. That's
The
why
show.
she's
She's about to host the BMA.
But when she's
I'm sure
was
she
like,
got an album coming out or something.
yeah, when she was up and active every week, it was like, oh, Miley's latest antics, Miley's twerking, Miley's doing this and that. So
But I agree that she wants that attention.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
she wants that attention, and it's horse attention. Like
Yeah.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
I ain't got nothing to say. I was in none of them.
Because Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar, they have been the same artist since they came out of the gate. she wasn't like how she was now. So that's why people are talking about it. They've been consistent. If anybody's changed or flipped the script, it's Miley.
What it will be is that Miley, she was that Disney kid. She was molded as, Hannah Montana, but now she's an adult. She's not supposed to be that little Disney kid forever, is she? And Taylor Swift is been molded into America's sweetheart, and she's supposed to be so pure and everything that we always look like Taylor's been picked on. No matter, when the Kanye thing happened, well, that was kind of picked on. Whenever anybody says anything about Taylor Swift, it's like, oh, someone's picking on this poor defenseless girl.
But it is strange. It is strange how she brings up that Kendrick isn't getting any heat, but she is. So it's sort of like that reverse, because everyone's saying, "Oh, the black people did this, but the white people get away with everything." Then it was like switched because now Kendrick is getting away with everything, and she's being called the whore and the drug addict.
What problems?
So it's like, okay. So Kendrick has black privilege, maybe.
Right.
Go to bed with your millions.
Finally.
All right. So next, you guys. So this magazine cover for women's running, they are receiving a lot of backlash online because of the model, plus size model Erica Shenick. She is on the cover of the August issue. As you can see, she's a plus size model. The magazine Women's Running, which obviously is geared toward athletic information, they're just receiving a lot of social media backlash saying that she is not someone that should be on the cover of a running magazine. Her body isn't fit for that. Everything that you could say about this woman right here. So what do you guys think? Body shaming? Should the magazine not put her on there?
It's definitely body shaming, but I know people who are smaller than her, so I want to know if it was Photoshopped, because I feel like she should have the same privilege. I don't care if she's full of shape or not. If they Photoshop people who are smaller, she should have been Photoshopped too.
Well, I think they did that on purpose, though.
They did it on purpose, yeah.
I think they did that on purpose to show to show that everybody can should, like, if they would have made her smaller and
I mean, they just could have not made her smaller, but they could have
polished
that right
it up
there shows that. That's all I'm saying.
I think that right there shows that hey,
that's
everybody can run.
Yeah, that shows everybody can run. It wouldn't motivate me, but
she's not morbidly obese at all.
But it's just like the show. Y'all watch Girls at all?
Mm-hmm.
So like every episode, Hannah is naked and her titties are out. And she had one episode where she spent the whole weekend fucking like this very attractive doctor. And so the next day, that Monday, when the newspapers and everything came out and the bloggers were talking, they were like, how could she didn't deserve a man like that, and she's not good enough to be with a man like that. She's fat, and it's by criticizing this magazine, it actually shows how you feel about fat people and what they deserve and what they don't deserve. So she deserves to be on the cover. That photoshopped.
She deserves it.
No.
I think
give
she
her a little
Photoshopped
zhuzh. She
because
needs
they
a little
Photoshop
zhuzh.
girls.
Some retouching in there.
I'm sure they did touch it up.
I don't think they did. She has a wrinkle in her shirt. That's not a roll. Like, be for real. Like, if you Photoshopping small girls, why not make her look the best that she can? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that.
No.
Like, I feel
Plus
like they're
size models are plus size models for a reason.
That's very
That's
true.
just
I didn't say make her smaller, but there's a way to make that cover look better. Like, it just looks like a
What do you
random.
mean? What's wrong
It looks
with it?
fine.
It looks like something like
her head
she
looks
did
small.
She did it on Facebook. Huh?
Yeah, like, it just looks like
I
an old
just
school
wanna know-
1990 Kodak camera.
I really just
Take a
want to know
picture,
how
put it on
many
magazine.
takes did it take to get this shot? Like, how long was she actually running for
She
this
was
cover?
running for a long time.
She
Like,
could have,
just
but
because
I
you're
do
big
remember.
doesn't mean you're not
See, look at
fit
y'all.
or you
Now
can't
all y'all are
run.
doing
All right,
is
well,
what
and
y'all to do.
keep it with body shaming.
Y'all are fat shamers.
Y'all are
Oh,
fat
we're
shamers.
not.
So also Kim Kardashian, she is also in the news for some body shaming, whatever. She posted this picture to her Instagram today saying, first they say I'm too skinny, so I have to be faking it. Now they say I'm too big, so I have to be faking it. SMH. The post was a lot longer than that, but this is a photo of Kim. Obviously, she's pregnant. She's putting this photo out of her. She said, #no filter, #good lighting.
You think her and I don't even want to talk about this. You think her and Kanye really having sex? you think they having like regular sex, or are they like using a turkey baster to get her pregnant? Because I really don't believe his penis is going in there.
Lord.
I think so.
You think so?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
He's been obsessed
I think
with her
so,
for a
yeah.
really long
I think he's obsessed
time.
with her looks and how he can dress her up. But I think that's the extent of it.
I don't think so.
Those probably Reggie Bush kids. Have you seen Reggie Bush's wife?
I have
Yeah.
not.
she
Oh, it
looks
looks just like him, yeah.
Oh, Lord. All right. So, you guys, next topic. The lottery winner Marie Holmes reportedly paid fiance $6 million bond. So, North Carolina woman who won the lottery has used some of her winnings to post bail for her fiance, and she is not ashamed about it. Marie Holmes. This is Marie right here. She won.
Let's go broke next week.
She won $188 million in Powerball back in February, and she recently posted bail for her boyfriend. This is the boyfriend. This is his mugshot. She posted bail for him to get out of jail. Now, she released a statement saying, I really wish I could read this like her, because I can only imagine how it sounds. She said, what y'all need to do is be worried about
Point
is
your
y'all
finger.
money. I know, point your finger, roll your neck. What y'all need to do is be worried about y'all money and how I spend mine. This is benefiting y'all how. And no, he's not a drug dealer or user, but who are y'all to judge anybody? I would definitely pray for y'all because it's much needed. They talked about Jesus, so I'm not surprised y'all are talking about me.
Niggas always want to pull that line
And
out.
at the end, but be blessed though.
Niggas always want to pull that line out. They talk about Jesus. Then
Oh,
they
the
talk
law,
about me.
Right.
Yo,
But
I hope she broke next week.
the
I hope
issue,
she
now this is
lose
the issue with
every
this.
dime.
She just paid this man's money. It came like $3 million. However, back in March, it was the same situation. She had to pay for his ass to get out of jail, pay his money out of jail. So this is the second time
How much you-
with her lottery winning.
It's just like the NBA circa 2000, 1995. You giving niggas money. And niggas I use inclusively. White people can be niggas too. So you giving like niggas money that ain't never had shit. So $3 million, that shit like I go ahead and pay it. Like it's stupid. Like I don't know if you've ever seen The Curse of the Lottery, the documentary they did, but all of the not all, but like most of the people, I say 90% of the people that ever won the lottery all went broke, all or killed or died or went crazy because they just can't handle it.
Well, these were for previous offenses before she won the money, so that's the only reason why I was like, why is she wasting her money on him? But it was beforehand, so she's basically because he was selling drugs. So one would hope that he doesn't have to sell drugs anymore. And
I
that
guess he
won't
was
go
selling
back
to
to
support
jail.
her and the kids.
Right.
Right.
So that's why she feels
So I get why she
Yeah,
Yeah.
she feels
Yeah.
obligated
Yeah,
to have to
that's
do
why.
this.
I tell
Alright.
you what, you
She
get
gonna
locked,
go
if I
broke,
had that
though.
money, you get locked up,
Right.
not paying.
You gonna
You
stay
are
in
gonna-
there.
Now if he does it
You were in
again,
jail
gonna
before.
learn
Yeah,
today.
Like
Maybe
the thing is about jail, like they would have let him out eventually. I'm not wasting $3 million. You know what I could do with $3 million?
but she
Right.
has 88
She got 188 million.
And that's cool.
Okay.
But
We'll
lump
travel the
sum,
world
she
But
got
at
first
this
That's
class
lump
when you
point,
get
at
out.
this
88.
point, she spent $3 million on him this time. Plus, it didn't say how much she spent the first time. So she's well into the double digits in bailing this nigga out of jail. Plus, when he's out, whatever she's spending on to support his ass too.
I hope she broke.
Yeah,
I
yeah. I
hope
actually
she
agree with
broke.
you.
I hope
Yeah.
he rob her and get the money.
So next story,
That's
y'all. White House staffer threatened boyfriend, a U.S. Capitol police officer, with his own gun. A White House staffer threatened her boyfriend. This happened today, actually. According to charging documents, Barvetta Singletary sent her boyfriend a text on Friday.
What's her job at the White House?
A text on
assistant to the
Friday
president.
asking him to help her, asking him to come to Upper Marlboro home for sex. After they had sex, she confronted her boyfriend about the other woman that he was dating. Now, she then pulled the gun out of his holster, pointed it at him, and said, "You taught me how to use this. Don't think I won't use it."
That's an Ashanti
She wanted
video.
him. She wanted him to give her the password to his phone so that she could go through and see exactly what he's been doing. This is Barvetta's mugshot. When I saw Barvetta, I said, "Is that Angie Stone?"
Ooh.
Again, that dude look like Angie
it looked
Stone.
just like Angie Stone.
What's she do at the White House?
She is a staffer.
She's assistant to the president?
Oh, I thought she was gonna be. Well, I ain't gonna say that.
Uh-oh.
She looked like she was,
Well,
help.
you
it
know,
alone.
Love is doing crazy things.
I'm just
and
saying.
She
Hold
clearly
on,
went
right?
crazy.
Kelly Osbourne up here.
I mean, I don't know. Like, what can be said about it?
Would you give up the password?
No.
If she had
hell
a
no.
gun.
Hell no. You got to kill me.
Well, basically, she knew she had it all planned out because it said she called him over to have sex,
Called him
and
over,
then
yes.
she questioned it, so she had to get it first.
Do we
from
have this
him.
photo?
The fact that she the fact that she knows she could text her man just to come over and have sex, that probably means other women can text
Him to
her
come
man
over.
to come over and have sex.
He came.
And he
Right.
goes.
Listen, so where's he at now?
Screwing somebody.
Right.
else.
That is exactly why
Oh,
Barvetta
say
Axe is sitting in jail. All right, y'all. So how
So
about
she done
this
lost
one?
the man and her job, basically.
Lost the man and her damn
She
job.
can get her job back.
So how about this
No.
one?
Obama ain't shit. He might hire her back.
We got this lady talking the birds and the bees. So birds and bees talk got your family buzzing. Well, the puberty lady is here to help. There
Who
is a
lady?
woman, huh?
The what lady?
The puberty
Oh,
lady.
puberty lady. Oh.
Yes. So there is a woman by the name of Julie Metzger who you can pay to sit down with your children to talk about the birds and the bees if you feel too
missing out on some
uncomfortable
money.
to have that conversation with them. What do you guys think of this?
Like I'm missing out on money.
Yeah, I was just about to say I love a hustle.
She's
like,
in Seattle.
Yeah, like I think it's a brilliant like business idea.
Mm-hmm.
The parents can sit in there if they want to be a part of it. Like, so
If they go
why
sit there,
not?
why don't they just
They
talk
do
to
sit
their
in
child?
there, and that's why I was like, why pay somebody if you're going to? Why don't you just do it
Some
yourself?
parents really don't even know. They don't know about sex themselves. Nobody
Yeah,
ever
they
told
don't.
them, and ain't no telling. They probably want their child to learn it the right way. I mean, I had to talk with my son, so I can talk to anybody kid about sex. I don't really give a shit.
How much
pay
would you
me,
charge? If that
I
was
would
your job?
charge like $150. Not
per
much.
Yeah, see?
hour.
No, just for the regular session. It wouldn't take
That
me but 20
times
minutes.
20 people.
I'm gonna come in there with a video. Be like, I got permission to show you this to your kids.
Sign a
Come in with a
waiver.
video. Put that bitch in,
Oh hell no!
and then I'm gonna explain exactly what's happening.
I think that's stupid. It's stupid.
I mean, that's no different than the woman that was being paid to go cuddle with
The one that's been,
to go cuddle.
that's
the
different.
professional
She's
cuddler.
doing that
Yeah.
with grown ass men. It's a woman she's paid to cuddle. Like she'll cuddle with you if you pay her. She's doing that with grown ass.
She's making
men.
6 figures.
These are kids. Like you taking your kids because
Where do you
you
apply
apparently you
that?
ain't adult enough to talk to them about sex. You shouldn't have been fucking and had them. That's how I
And
feel.
I-
You can't talk to them about
And I
sex.
feel that, but most people can't even talk. Like we talked last week. Most people can't even talk to their partner about how they want sex
their
to
partner
go.
about sex.
So of course they can't talk to their kid.
I say, yeah.
I'm
Work
about to
your
put an
hustle.
ad on Craigslist. I'm gonna go talk to the people
You
kids.
just said you just gotta cuddle. That's it.
She's got to
And she
cuddle, get
makes
paid.
$6
She went over there and
That's
cuddled,
it.
no
She's
sex.
making
People
money.
for free all the
You
time.
missed out. You better go cuddle.
We in
You
the
better start charging.
wrong business.
Living.
Wrong, right. All right, last topic, you guys, before we get out of here. So this woman, Jessica Ann Coletti, she's in the news because she is apparently breastfeeding her child, but also her friend's child while babysitting. This is the photo here of Jessica. She posted this picture saying, "My son on the right is 16 months and my friend's son is 18 months. I watch her son while she works and has been feeding both of them for a year. So much love between these milk siblings.
Wait.
It's a special bond between us all. Hashtag milk siblings."
Wait, who posted the picture? The one with her titties out.
Yes. Yes. Now, she said breastfeeding her friend's son came natural because she was breastfeeding her son since he was 5 months. And when her friend dropped her child off, she asked if she could nurse him. And her friend said, yes, you can nurse him. So she does have permission to stick a titty in the boy's mouth. Now,
Those kids look like they were 10.
I
That's-
cannot say
Kinda big.
that the friend, for everything that I read, the friend gave consent for this woman to post the picture of her breastfeeding her
And
child.
then why she posing like that?
It's so.
Like she happy, like they on both.
Well, you
have
know, it was
titties.
just
Look.
breastfeeding. It was Black breastfeeding week or something. It was
No, look at
You
that
know, they
pose.
like-
Come on, look
that
at
looks
this.
endearing
No.
This is-
or
come on
motherly.
now.
That looks
when the kids
like-
are that age. I just feel like that's child.
Pornography.
What do you call it? Yeah, molestation.
Endangerment.
Some like the
Or
kids are
something.
too old. At this point, you
16
enjoy
months
getting
and
your titties.
18 months.
Well, I think
Some
Well,
kids right there?
I think
Yeah,
she's
that's
a really
big
nice
baby.
friend to
Is
do
it
that,
Yeah,
but
that's
she's
big.
lazy
She's a
because
nice
she's messing
friend
up the bond with the actual real mother.
Well, her mother said that's fine. She could do that
she
because
should
the mother was
just
having
pump
problems.
and give him
The
a
mother was
bottle.
having
She
problems
doesn't have to
nursing.
consistently like.
Well, she
breastfeed
said
her
she didn't have time because of her
Like,
career, her
like,
job.
No,
She
the
didn't
one
have
who's
time.
breastfeeding. Like
Oh.
she should breastfeed her real child and pump her
For the
milk
other
and
child?
just give him a bottle because she's
Okay.
messing up the bond.
My
She's been
only
lazy. She's
problem
been
is
nice, but she's been
the
lazy.
woman. She said yes, you can breastfeed my child, but what if she at work scrolling on Facebook? All of a sudden, her child pop up in her feed with another woman titty in her mouth, and now everybody that's connected to her time.
Well,
why
that's
she
like
say that?
remember the teacher that did the girl's hair, the little black girl's hair at
Oh,
school,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
posted a picture. It was like this girl came to school with her hair all over her head, and I decided to braid it, and posted the picture on Instagram. I
Right.
would have whooped her ass too. Like, you don't do that.
All right, y'all. So that's gonna cover it for hot topics today, you guys. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back with viewer questions.
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody! Shots, 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 shots. Tell by the way I walk that I got 'em. Yeah. Be any girl that I wanna. Got sim, sim. I can tell by the way you move that you a problem. You a problem. Be any girl that I wanna. Got sim, 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 sim.
Hey, so welcome to Trending Topics on Taco Talk Tuesday. Me, Darnell Lamont Walker. This week, hilarious. Hashtag Kim K on Twitter. Check it out. They're talking about her maternity style since the first pregnancy, and apparently she's pregnant again by Reggie Bush. Cool, none of my business. But Check it out. They're comparing her to a whale. They're comparing her to a hippopotamus. They're talking about the fashion she had last time and the fashion she has now. The competition between her and Kylie and who's going to get the most publicity. She's about 3 months, so over the next 6 months, who's going to get the most publicity. Check it out. Get it on the lab. And apparently, Reggie Bush's new wife looks just like Kim K. So, who knew?
All right, y'all. We are back.
I didn't clear my plate.
Everybody,
Get rid of my notes.
everybody feeling good? Everybody drink refreshed as much as you need it?
Yep.
All right, so now's the time where we have viewer questions, you guys. You can send your questions to tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. We will do our best to help you out with whatever your troubles are. And our first question, I consider myself a good Christian girl. I love going to church. It gives me the sanity I need in this crazy secular world. But it seems like every time I go to church, I'm getting hit on by all types of men, church members and staff alike. I just moved to LA, so I've been scouting out a home church, and I finally found one that I really like. However, I keep getting unwanted advances from the pastor. Don't get me wrong. I have a good God-fearing man. I'm sorry. I love a good God-fearing man of the cloth. I always saw myself as a first lady one day. But the problem is, he is married with a son. I told him to stop because it was inappropriate, but he's such a good pastor at getting the word across. What do I do? Tell his wife, stop going to church? Please help.
She gonna, well,
Close your legs to marry men.
that's a good one. And I think she needs to talk to the minister of music as well. Because that's who most pastors are sleeping with these days also.
That's true.
But yeah, men only go to church at this point for the hookup. So and if you're in LA, if you go to one church,
To
you go
network.
to try to
You
get a
go,
job.
right. You take
Yeah.
a headshot. You stick it in the bulletin, pass it along.
Easily.
Erica, your advice to this young lady.
I don't think she should mention it to the first lady. I think she just needs to tell him that she's not
The
interested.
first lady, no.
That first lady might
think
be
the first lady-
She already
I just
know.
think
Right.
she should tell him that she's not interested, but she wants to continue her spiritual journey with him,
She
just
just
not
switch
that.
She gotta leave
You
that
said
church.
switch churches?
She has to leave that church.
She needs to go
But she
somewhere
likes
else.
the word.
No.
No,
She needs to go somewhere
She
else.
does.
Nope.
The
She
same
did.
word, the same words as at every other church.
No.
Oh, Jody,
No, it's
what's
hard
your
to
advice to the
find a
lady?
good
No,
church.
like she needs to go to another church. Like,
Go to a nice white Catholic church
There you go.
and be done with it.
Yep.
I would
Wear
do
skirts
church.
down to your
How
ankles.
was she
You know,
so
wear LA a
closely
nice little
related?
sundress
Like,
or
how was
something.
There
she
you go.
in close contact with him in the first place? Is she like in the
That
choir?
is a good question.
Like, how do you just?
Cause he texting. That might be Beretta husband. texting to sneaking with the deacons and shit. All right. So next question. I have a stealing problem. Sometimes I just steal for the rush. It can be anything: bubblegum, food, furniture. Jesus. It's not like I don't have any money for it. I just love the thrill. But last week I was at Target shopping with my niece, and the sensor went off when we walked out. I quickly turned to my little niece, accusing her of stealing, while secretly putting the stolen hair grease in her pocket. She's 8 years old and was horrified when security found the hair gel in her jacket and scolded her. Now her mother, who's my sister, has grounded her and thinks she's a thief. Should I say something and let her know it's really me? I mean, I panicked. If I would have gotten caught, I'm an adult. It would have been even worse. Is it okay for this 8-year-old to take the heat, or should I speak up?
She be
I mean,
alright.
she already let her take the heat.
Lady, yo, be alright. This shit fucking.
But why
I
was
ain't
she just
saying
stealing
shit.
hair grease? Though? Like, really?
She said just for the thrill, just anything, just anything.
I wouldn't say nothing. I would let it ride out.
You don't
Hey,
know.
yo,
that's-
You don't know what
that's
kind
some
of
As
downward
long as
spiral
she
you
doesn't
done
get a
sent
charge
this
or
little 8-year-old
something,
girl
then
on.
it's fine.
You
Like,
can't
what?
say shit.
if
at this
she
point,
doesn't get like a charge or sent to like juvenile detention or whatever they do,
But they said that the
that's
security
fine.
scolded her, so.
Oh, that's fine.
At this point,
She's
if
gotten
she
scolded.
says something, her sister gonna stop fucking with her. Like too many people gonna stop fucking with her. We can forgive an 8-year-old. You ain't gonna forgive a 40-year-old for blaming the theft on an
Blaming an
8-year-old.
8-year-old.
Right? Because if I was the sister whose child was caught stealing, I would call the police on her. So I wouldn't say shit.
It's a hair gel, so you would look stupid. Incredibly
pretty tough.
stupid right there.
That's
The hair
pretty
gel
tough.
couldn't be no more than what? I don't know. How much does women hair gel
$5.
cost?
Like
I don't know.
$2 max, if that. If she went to the beauty supply, it
I'm
could've been
just
like
concerned
nothing.
about how this might have scarred this 8-year-old
Yes.
who is now looking like,
like, "I ain't
did I steal? She might be
That's
questioning
nuts.
herself, like,
Crazy.
did I steal this hair gel?
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck.
I
would
think
say
maybe
shit.
she should
Leave it.
tell her niece that she was the one who did it to teach her a lesson. about
because then
not-
the niece
she
gonna
could,
tell
she
her,
could
nah.
clean it
Yeah,
up
niece
like,
gonna
I
tell
just
her
wanted
mom.
to teach you a lesson about not stealing. Like, she could make it be
Haircut,
like it was a lesson.
No, Jody, what was
I
your
think
thoughts,
she
Jody?
no, she needs to confess. She needs to tell her sister what happened and
ain't gonna
confess, because
confess.
she's gonna scar this 8-year-old girl. Like I don't like it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She look.
Just take the 8-year-olds are very forgiving. Just take her out, buy her some shit, and let it be.
No, that 8-year-old, she gonna remember.
Right. She gonna remember she let stole TT and some
Right.
shit went wrong. All right, y'all. So those are all the beautiful questions that we have tonight. We go take a quick break. We'll be right back to let you know what we are obsessed with this week.
My name is Mara Hall, and I got something to say. So today, I'm making some raviolis. The Parmesan cheese is gooder than a bitch.
I doubt that Jake's in a very forgiving mood.
I will call you whatever I want to call you.
Hit the rock. Boom. I think you gotta call Tyrone. Follow me. Hashtag IGSTS.
Yeah. Be any girl that I wanna. I can tell by the way you walk that you a problem. You a problem. Be any girl that I wanna.
All right, y'all. We are back. So now's the part of the show we like to tell you guys what exactly we are obsessed with. Darnell, do you want to start us off this week?
Yep. First, I want to give a shout out to Deron McCrae. Thanks for watching the show. I don't know what else to say. I'm drunk. I had something to say. Okay, so my obsession is I was in the car last week with my homeboy Lakai, and he had this this thing he listens to every day, and he was like, just listen to it. And it's a motivational speech by Vince Lombardi. And so I think we got a little piece of it. Mm-hmm. So I wake up every day and I listen to it because it gets me going, and it's just real hype.
You do them right all the time. Winning is a habit. You gotta play with your heart, with every ounce of fiber in your body. I've never known a man worth the salt who deep down in his heart didn't appreciate the grind, the discipline, and to win! And to win! And to win! It is and always has been an American thing.
Yeah, so it's just real good to get into and check out. Like I do meditation like every morning, and that's right after the meditation. So you wake up with winning on your mind, never coming second, always coming first, and just keep saying it to yourself, and everything will work out.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, Erica.
Well, I'm totally opposite of you with the meditating.
Oh, shit,
I
she
can't
got
focus.
trap
You know
shit.
how when you're going through stuff, you need to just hear really loud music and always feel like you're in the club. So my obsession is Rich Homie Quan, Flex, ooh, 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 and you'll see why. Have you heard the song? You need to.
Boy, I know my role and I play it. If you heard that I'm talking, then I said it. Coin, where you at? At the top of the loft, nigga, I stay. I'm a bad boy, but
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, Jody, what are you obsessed with this week?
I am obsessed with this new show on Netflix. It's called Grace and Frankie.
Oh, so good.
Yes, I love it. It's starring
still
Jane
haven't watched
Fonda
it.
and Lily Tomlin.
Well,
I absolutely love it. It's basically about these two married couples, and basically they're in their 60s and they decide to get a divorce. 70s, all right, 70s, and it's because the two guys they decided they want to be in a relationship. But besides all of that, I just think it's a funny show because Jane Fonda looks great, Lily Tomlin looks amazing, and they're funny.
She's so funny.
I saw the first episode.
I've
I
been
haven't
following
finished
Lily
it, but I saw
Tomlin
the first
forever.
episode.
I
Yeah.
love Lily Tomlin. I mean, did you finish it?
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh,
like
man.
I'm like
Oh, man.
episode 7.
Oh, please, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh,
But it's-
well, we got to
Don't spoil it.
Man,
Don't
it's
spoil
so
it.
good. I ain't gonna say nothing. But it's very good. It's a
Yeah.
very good show.
We got a clip.
Frankie, you're a complete disaster. You do realize I have a knife in my hand. I don't want to face my remaining years alone. I'm just like you, but with a better personality. Certainly bigger. Break down your emotions for me.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
gonna finish it.
I'm on it. You do it.
It's on Netflix. All episodes are out. All right, so what I'm obsessed with this week, I feel bad after you had that whole motivational moment or whatever. But you know, social media is just it's so funny every day what people come up with. And it's this video that I saw. I think it was yesterday or the day before I saw it, and I keep playing it because it's so funny. So I'll play it for y'all. Hopefully y'all laugh.
Beezy out here chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm thugged out, nigga, but I just seen a motherfucking rainbow, nigga. I ain't that motherfucking thugged out, nigga. That shit beautiful than a motherfucker. My baby mama probably at the end of that bitch with a gold digging ass, nigga.
So it said, when you're a G, but when Mother Nature softens you or whatever.
You gotta show your softer side.
Show your softer side. That shit was so. It's probably my baby mother. Her gold digging ass. All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it for us this week on Taco Talk Tuesday. You guys remember, email us hot topics, viewer questions, viewer videos at tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. You guys, we will be on Periscope shortly, right after this show is over. So tune in. It's at Taco Talk Tuesday. Everybody, let them know where they can find you guys.
Darnell Lamont Walker at thecleverbastard.com and passportrequired.com.
Herika Thompson, herikathompson.com, and Twitter, Herika Thompson, all my name, HERICATHOMPSON.
All right, I'm at I Love You Jody. That's ILUVUJODY.
Y'all can find me on everything at Jeffro5, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, so and so. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be traveling, posting pictures.
You'll be traveling, you too. I just want to be in your luggage.
Where you going?
I'm leaving this week, headed to New Orleans. I'm headed to Atlanta. I'm headed to Miami. And then some other stuff in the future coming up. But Taco Talk Tuesday will be here, so make sure y'all tune in. And we will catch you guys next week. Periscope.
Yeah. Be any girl that I wanna. I can tell by the way you walk, you